Hello, dear Homepedia family. Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine this. You wake up in the morning, walk barefoot through your home, and step into a space filled with the soft sound of trickling water, the cool fragrance of jasmine in the air, and sunlight falling gently through a canopy of green leaves overhead. You are not in a garden. You are not outside. You are standing in the very heart of your own home. Now, I want to ask you something. What if your home could do that every single day? What if the walls that surround you didn't separate you from nature, but instead wrapped nature around you like a living, breathing embrace? That is exactly what courtyard homes with indoor gardens are doing right now. And today, we are going to walk through some of the most breathtaking examples on Earth. We are going to explore how these spaces are designed, why they feel so deeply calming, what the latest 2025 and 2026 trends are bringing to this beautiful style of living, and most importantly, how the ideas in these homes can inspire the sanctuary you are creating for yourself right now. By the end of this video, you will never look at an ordinary house the same way again. Stay with us, because we have saved the most extraordinary home for the very last reveal, and it is going to take your breath away. Let us begin with something that may surprise you. The courtyard home is not a new idea. It is in fact one of the oldest and most beloved forms of human shelter on Earth. Ancient Romans built their entire domestic lives around the atrium, an open central space where light, air, and living plants flowed into every surrounding room. Persian riad homes organized the entire family's world around a walled garden filled with roses and the sound of fountains. In Spanish haciendas, the courtyard was the emotional center of everything, the place where morning coffee was taken, where children played, where evening conversations stretched long into the night under the stars. What makes this style so enduring and so deeply resonant for so many of us is something that designers and researchers have only recently given a name to: biophilic design. Biophilic design is the intentional practice of bringing nature into our built environments, not as decoration, but as a fundamental part of how a space feels and functions. And nowhere does biophilic design reach its fullest, most generous expression than in the courtyard home with an indoor garden at its heart. Now let us talk about what makes these homes so breathtaking in 2025 and 2026, because the designs being created right now are unlike anything we have seen before. Architects and interior designers have elevated the traditional courtyard concept into something truly extraordinary.
We are seeing homes where the boundary between indoors and outdoors has been almost entirely dissolved, where glass walls slide silently away to reveal a garden that flows from the living room into an open-sky courtyard, then back under a covered loggia, and finally into a private meditation garden outside the main bedroom. One of the most beautiful trends we are seeing right now is what designers are calling the sky garden courtyard. Imagine a home built around a central atrium, not roofed over, but open to the sky above, where the planting goes multiple levels high. Climbing figs drape over mezzanine railings. Tree ferns reach upward toward the open air. A slender silver birch grows from the ground floor all the way up past the second level, its canopy spreading gently against a backdrop of open blue sky. Every room in the home looks on to this living green column, drawing natural light and the soft movement of leaves into spaces that would otherwise be enclosed and still. And if you love the warmth and romance of Mediterranean style, which so many of us do, then the Andalusian courtyard home is speaking directly to your soul right now. These are homes where thick whitewashed walls are draped in trailing bougainvillea in the most vivid shades of magenta and coral, where hand-painted ceramic tiles in blue and white cover the floors and line the fountain basins, where wrought iron lanterns cast warm amber light at dusk, and the evening air carries the scent of orange blossom from a single, perfectly placed tree in the center of the courtyard.
What is extraordinary about these spaces is how they handle light. In hot climates, the courtyard acts as a natural ventilation system, drawing cool air in at ground level, warming it as it rises, and releasing it upward through the open center of the home. In cooler climates, glass-enclosed courtyards create what architects call a thermal buffer, a warm, light-filled green heart that radiates gentle heat into the surrounding rooms throughout the winter. In both cases, the result is a home that breathes, a home that feels alive in a way that conventional designs simply cannot replicate. Now let us walk through some of the most stunning courtyard home designs that are inspiring designers and homeowners around the world right now. The Japanese contemplative courtyard, or tsuboniwa, translates literally as garden in a jar. These are small, jewel-like garden spaces, sometimes no more than 2 or 3 meters across, that exist purely to be looked at, to be meditated upon, to bring a moment of stillness into the middle of daily life. A single moss-covered stone, a bamboo water feature, perhaps one graceful maple tree. The restraint is the point. The emptiness is the beauty. And right now, this concept is being reinterpreted in contemporary homes around the world, not as a copy of Japanese tradition, but as an inspiration for creating spaces of absolute quiet within a modern home. Moving into the realm of true luxury, we're seeing a new generation of resort-style courtyard homes that bring the feeling of a high-end boutique hotel directly into private residential life. Picture a home in which the master bedroom opens through floor-to-ceiling sliding glass onto a private plunge pool surrounded by tropical plantings, bird of paradise flowers, elephant ear leaves, and fragrant frangipani, all enclosed within high limestone walls that feel like a private world. A breakfast tray sits at the pool's edge. Sunlight makes the water shimmer. There is nowhere in the world you would rather be. For those of us who love farmhouse warmth and the texture of heritage materials, there is a deeply beautiful interpretation of the courtyard home emerging in rural European design right now. These are homes built from reclaimed stone, with thick walls that hold the coolness of the earth in summer and the warmth of a fire in winter. The courtyard at their center is planted with kitchen gardens, lavender, rosemary, climbing roses, espaliered fruit trees along sun-warmed walls. A worn stone table and a set of chairs sit in perpetual invitation. The afternoon light falls golden and slow across terracotta paving. These homes feel like they have always existed, like they were grown rather than built. And then there is what many designers are calling the most exciting development in courtyard home design right now, the indoor forest courtyard. These are spaces where the planting is not merely decorative, but genuinely atmospheric. Multi-stemmed trees, layers of ground cover, mid-level shrubs and canopy plants, just as you would find in a real forest. The sound of birds drawn inside by the planting, the smell of damp earth and green growth, a stream of natural water running through a channel in the stone floor. In homes like these, the boundary between building and nature has not simply blurred, it has been joyfully, completely erased. Now here is the part that may resonate with you most deeply. Research in environmental psychology consistently shows that exposure to natural elements, even the view of plants through a window, let alone living inside a space enveloped in green, measurably reduces cortisol levels, lowers blood pressure, and improves mood and sleep quality. The Courtyard home is not merely beautiful, it is genuinely good for you in the most fundamental physical and emotional sense. It transforms not just how your home looks, but how your body feels inside it. The most resonant courtyard homes of 2025 and 2026 share certain qualities that go beyond any single style or material. They create a sense of protected openness, walled against the world, yet open to the sky. They bring the rhythm of nature, changing light, growing plants, moving water, passing seasons, into the daily experience of home. They organize space around a center of beauty and calm, so that every room in the house faces something worth looking at. And they remind us, gently and continuously, that we are not separate from the living world around us. Do you remember the question we asked at the very beginning of our time together today? We asked, what if your home could fill your mornings with birdsong and the scent of jasmine? What if the walls around you drew nature close instead of keeping it at a distance?
Now you know it is not a fantasy. It is a design philosophy. It is a way of building that is thousands of years old and more relevant today than it has ever been. It is a choice to make your home not just a shelter, but a sanctuary. Not just a place to live, but a place to truly, deeply rest. Whether you are dreaming of a whitewashed Mediterranean riad draped in bougainvillea, a Japanese contemplative garden of stone and moss, a French farmhouse courtyard fragrant with lavender, or a soaring indoor forest atrium filled with the sound of birds, the heart of every one of these homes is the same. It is the conviction that beauty is not a luxury, that nature is not separate from shelter, that your home deserves to be a place that nourishes you every single day. We hope today's journey through these breathtaking courtyard homes has sparked something in you, a new way of seeing your own space, or perhaps a dream that has been quietly waiting for the right moment to grow. We would so love to hear from you now. What is your favorite courtyard style from everything we explored today? Is it the romance of a Mediterranean garden with its fountains and fragrant orange blossom? The spare, meditative beauty of a Japanese tsuboniwa? The warmth of a Provençal stone farmhouse courtyard? Or perhaps the drama of a full indoor forest? Tell us in the comments below. Your vision matters, and we read every single one. If this video brought you beauty and inspiration today, we would be so grateful if you would give it a like. It truly helps us reach more people who love these spaces as much as we do.
And if you would like to join us every week for more journeys through the most beautiful homes and design ideas in the world, please do subscribe to Homeipedy and ring the bell so you never miss a new adventure. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep dreaming beautifully.